Ladies and gentlemen, Alexis has been singing since the age of 3. She has been educated in the field of music in the university. She's also a great jazz singer. Here's Alexis.
Good evening. It's great to see you all.
When she walks into the room, you take notice. She's this gorgeous being.
If I tell you now, will you keep on loving me? When I was younger, my family didn't like the fact that I was chubby. I was pretty much forced to work out and to be on a diet. So because of a childhood where I didn't feel loved and accepted, I became depressed. I was very unhappy as a child. I used to see kids at school and the relationships that they had with their family and their parents, and I used to be very envious. I waited. I was born in West Palm Beach, Florida. My mother is from Saigon, Vietnam, and my father is of English descent. My mother and my father had me when they were very young, so they weren't together very long. I lived with my father, and my mom couldn't afford to take care of me. I was made fun of. I didn't have very many friends. My childhood made me who I am, and I'm a stronger person because of it, and for that I'm grateful.
Shut up. Women like a risk. You Americans with your retirement plans and condoms and renter's insurance. Make me feel alive. Like I said, less than an inch. I came by to tell you a secret. I might be pregnant.
When all of this was kind of going on, it was being documented how much I weighed. You know, it weighs on you. And then I found music. I started acting, and I started playing different instruments. I used to play in our talent show. I studied flute at Florida State University. So today we're at the Hit Factory. I'm finishing up a few songs on my upcoming EP, and I'm really excited about it. We're in my favorite studio, Studio F. It's surreal to be recording in a place that so many legends recorded so many hits like I Feel Good, James Brown, Hotel California, Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again. Like, there, you could just go on and on and on.
I met Alexis in my studio here in Miami about 4 years ago. From there, she sang wonderful vocals, and then I invited her to come back and work with me. Here we are now, cutting multiple records.
I need you by my side. I don't care what.
Okay. All right, I'm cool with that. Let's move on to the chorus.
This pretty much whole last decade has been a journey of self-discovery, and also about finding who I really am, and about finding out my place in the world. He's laughing with another girl and playing with another heart. My interest in spirituality has led me to a lot of different studies and modalities. I am a licensed reverend. I'm also a Reiki master practitioner. It uses the healing energy of source or the universe or the chi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to finally meet you in person.
I know, right?
Counseling and like doing programs with different people is something that I'm doing right now. And basically what I offer is a 12-week course where we check in every week. So some of the things that I do are nutritional counseling, I do workout plans, I do life coaching, I do Reiki. Are you familiar with Reiki?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Anything esoteric and spiritual led me to crave more knowledge. I have my bachelor's in metaphysics and I am currently pursuing my doctorate in philosophy.
No need to ask, he's a smooth operator.
And I've really just blossomed.
Just as long as I'm with you, babe.
Just as long as I'm
With you, babe.
Yeah, there we go.
Being here to touch the consoles when so many great individuals have passed through these halls, it's incredible to have this opportunity.
It's really surreal to be at a point in my career that I feel that I belong here, and that I'm not trying to fake it. And just to feel confident about what we're working on and where we're going with it.
The skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you.
The vision I see for Alexis and the sky's the limit. It's all about how hard she wants to work. And I think the listeners, once they get an opportunity to experience Alexis in the mass,
Take my hand.
they'll gravitate to her. And she has a one-of-a-kind voice. Her voice isn't like lots of artists, and everything works. So it's just a matter of hard work. That's all I see.
The way I loved you.
Impersonating Marilyn was great because she was so very talented, very smart. She was a businesswoman. But unfortunately, the industry kind of portrayed Marilyn as this sex object, this beautiful blonde bombshell that's just kind of ditzy, and that's not who I am, and that's not who most women are. I developed a love-hate relationship with my Marilyn Monroe gigs. I don't like to be put in a box, so when people ask me, what kind of music do you sing? I don't really know what to say.
These vagabond shoes. New York. I'm ready to fly away. Oh, I. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Oh, yeah. You smile.
I've always had this vision of doing an album with all different types of genres. I have a voice that's very versatile and dynamic, so I can do a lot of different things with it. It's always been my passion to just do whatever makes you feel good. And I don't think that because someone's labeled a jazz singer or a blues singer that they have to stick to only that genre, because variety's the spice of life, right? I like to kind of put my hands in all the different areas that art entails, whether it's music, whether it's film.
They strike you?
He broke some plates, but I know it's only a matter of time before it's me or my children. Can you help me?
When I first started losing the weight, I started easy, cutting fast food, cutting sugars out. I worked out about 3 days a week at first, and I just did cardio. And then as I lost more and more, we started to add more things, take things out. Other things that I started avoiding were hydrogenated oils, high fructose corn syrup, processed foods, gluten, which I have a sensitivity to. There's just a lot of additives in our culture that are very harmful and they're very addictive, which is causing this obesity epidemic. So I started weight training. Weight training for me is actually therapeutic.
I actually love all of the tracks that we've put together this week.
My favorite part about being in the studio is the writing part. If you can't connect with what you're singing about, and if somebody else is always writing your stuff, it's like you need to feel it from the heart. And we just flow with each other. It's just easy with us. When I met Jay, I was 265 pounds, and he was very into fitness. He was buff, he worked out, he lifted weights. It was kind of surprising to me that someone like him would want to be with someone like me. But I just think that he just saw past the physicality. I wonder this time where
When I met Alexis, she was severely obese. She was about 265 pounds. But I knew that regardless of her weight, she was a great person deep down inside, and I saw beyond her weight.
Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. And we had a connection, especially like a spiritual connection.
We had beliefs in spirituality that were very similar, and she was very open to being herself.
It took me about 15 months to lose over 100 pounds. It's a great achievement, and I learned so much along the way. It took me quite a while to get my brain to catch up with my body because I had lost the weight, but I was still that fat girl in my mind.
It's a change of lifestyle, basically. You have to do a 180, and that's when you have to be there for that person and show them that, hey, you know what? You can do this. You can always change your life if you put your heart into it, and that's what she did.
Supposedly, because of your American connections, you know Miami talents better than anyone. So, who would you recommend for this?
It was a long, strenuous journey. If I should stay, I would only be in your way. A lot of people, I mean, and especially women and young women, feel like they have to look a certain way. And they're putting models on the cover of magazines that look anorexic. And I just feel like it's impossible for these women to uphold to these standards. It's ruining lives. It's ruining people's lives because it's taking away their happiness because they can't love themselves the way they are.
Exactly.
I'm happy for her because she is now on her way to fulfilling her dreams. She's making music, she's in a wonderful relationship, and I can't wait to see what's next step in her journey is.
One of the things that I really want to accomplish with this project, but really in my life, is that I really want to help them to see that they're 100% perfect in their imperfections. I hope life treats you kind, and I hope you have all you dream of. I really hope this story of my personal journey will inspire other women and help them to know that they can be, do, or have anything they want if they just believe they can have it. And do what you love, because if you're not doing what you love, then you're not going to love your life.
I recently just finished a 12-week course with Alexis, which was completely awesome because I initially needed help with weight management, but I ended up getting so much more from her. I recommend Alexis to anyone who is in need of help with their own weight management, in search of spirituality, or who deals with self-esteem issues. I've noticed a change within myself since talking to her. I'm much more happier, my pain is under control, and I eat much healthier.
And I wish you joy and happiness. Expect somebody else to love you if you don't love yourself, because then you're always needing that other person to make you happy. You know. And I remember being that girl, you know, that nobody cared about, nobody looked at, nobody held the door open for. I was invisible. Some women don't know how to react to me, but when you find out my story, it's kind of like, oh, well, if she's lost 100 pounds, then maybe she's cool as you know what I mean? Like, Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.